Well, I usually am on camera when I'm using tarot, but Spirit told me to record just audio while using a tarot deck. So, what deck am I using? I'm using Carnival of Time Tarot, which is like a fan-made Legend of Zelda deck. Majora's Mask specific. And it is beautiful. I love it. So we're using that to try to get a message. Split the deck. I see the High Priestess, which is interesting because I was thinking about heightened intuition and sensitivity as I was shuffling. We also have the King of Swords here. I'm feeling like an integration of sensitivity with mental capability. So what does that mean? That to me is implying maybe clairvoyance or new claircognizant abilities, maybe clairaudient, since it deals with communication, some kind of spiritual communication, possibly, maybe an activation in this gift for you. Split the deck, we have the Ace of Cups, which is Ace of Bottles in this deck, in reverse, and the Lovers. I'm feeling an emotional upwelling, and as I said upwelling, I thought of upleveling. There is a harmonization between the mental faculties and this intuitive spiritual essence for you. Interesting. Yep, see, this is not how I usually read tarot either, if you have heard any of my other readings. So Spirit is working. Spirit is working. We are doing something new here. There's something happening. We have the Five of Bottles or Five of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck right now. That caught my eye. Interesting. I'm getting a visual. Okay, the devil popping up here. I'm not actually seeing it because I have aphantasia, which means that I can't visualize. I'm an aphant. So it's kind of like just the concept of an empty chest coming to me. An empty chest, a chest that's been opened. So there is one on the Five of Bottles in reverse, but it's more like the motion of it being opened and the recognition that it is empty. So it feels like maybe you've been working for a long time on something, or maybe you have, with the devil up right here, this possibly like an addiction or a vice or a distraction behavior or a, something that you're doing on the regular that is actually leading to no reward. And we have the moon in reverse here. I haven't actually pulled cards yet. I just keep being called to split the deck. We have the devil and the moon in reverse. So these shadows are being brought to light, and I'm again hearing mental faculties. And then justice in reverse here. So there's a big imbalancing, which is, it seems like this vice or this thing that you're doing regularly seems to be removing you from the integration of your intuition with your mental capabilities. So like if you want to actually unlock this, Six of Bottles here, Spirit is asking that you really moderate and balance this so that you can receive from Spirit. So, okay, Six of Bottles coming out again with the Hermit. So I think that there is possibly something you're doing in isolation that actually needs to be perceived by you as an unhealthy thing. You need to balance that. You need to. Empress in reverse here. So a lot of reversals coming up. For me, this is really feeling like possibly you do something in your own home environment is really impacting you. And temperance, yes. There's a need to moderate this. There's something that is distracting you from your intuition. You are dulling or trying to make null the spiritual communication that you're receiving. Okay, I'm going to actually shuffle some cards and get some of this stuff out. So this message, it's pretty clear, we're trying to get back into our bodies and create an environment and an atmosphere that actually allows you to integrate spirit and mind, right? There is, if you want these abilities to be heightened, or you want to just basically have clarity with your intuition, you're going to need to stop doing this. You're going to have to learn to be present. We have the 8 of Deku sticks, which is the 8 of wands. This is quick moving. This is a quick communication. And we have the judgment card. This is an intense thing. If you're undergoing this deep transformation, you're gonna have to really look at what you've been doing. I'm not, I'm no judgment. We all do this. The Empress in reverse again. You're not fully embodying your energy, right? And you're moving really quickly into a stage where you're going to have to look at that. What is happening? What is happening? What is separating you from your highest capacity? What is separating you from your highest embodiment? Spirit's saying, this is going to come in quickly, this judgment. Something's going to break. Something's going to come to fruition, come to pass, that you, if you were fully embodied and trusted your intuition, would not have to deal with. And it's coming in quickly. It's coming in quickly. So I would say try your best to remain present. Try your best in this time, during this integration, to be present, especially as you're integrating new gifts, especially spiritual and emotional sensitivity. We need to make sure that our home is a respite and a safe place for that integration process to take place. You understand? Got the Page of Wands and the 10 of Deku sticks. Oh my goodness. And the 6 of bottles in reverse. So this personal power, that's what I'm hearing. Because of your lack of actually expressing from an embodied place, you're starting to feel a lot of this burden energy. And that 10 of wands is coming out under the judgment. You have been burdened by this, and you possibly are blaming external circumstances and saying, it's not on my part, but it's on the part of these things that is adding to this imbalance in my life, that is adding to all of these burdens. This isn't necessarily the case. I think we're learning how we can better learn to express these burdens. And I think what's happening is we're distracting ourselves from them instead of being fully embodied and dealing with them. And so they're pushed down into the shadow, if you know how that works. So not only are we integrating these new spiritual gifts, but we got the King of Bottles, the King of Cups here. We're integrating this emotionality that we've been afraid to feel, and it's coming in heavily. You are going to have to deal with all of the upwelling of emotions and of your intuition. It's going to be unlocked very rapidly, and this could be a little intense. If you are not embodied, okay? And the Lovers again. So this is Gemini energy, which is obviously making me think of like the mental faculties here, but it's also this alignment. The Lovers is also this alignment of this harmonization of the self. There's this concept of integrating all of our shadows and all of this outside and inside stuff, stimuli, and really integrating all of that and looking at ourselves from a different perspective, from an embodied perspective. And this embodied perspective is this, what is my intuition telling me? How is what I'm doing and what I'm experiencing right now in alignment or not in alignment with this intuitive feeling that I have? How can I better align and prioritize in my own life in order to harmonize this, in order to harmonize the external stimuli and the internal stimuli, and better harmonize it so that I am living in alignment and embodied. This point is coming up where you will have no choice but to do that prioritization. So if you're going to continue to distract yourself, to escape, to dissociate from all of this that you're feeling, then I need you to rethink that, okay? Rethink that. It's also possible you're spending too much time alone and you aren't having enough external stimuli that is different from the norm, especially with this Gemini energy here. There's a need to maybe do something for the novelty to really kind of test and hone in on your intuition and on your new gifts coming in, because if you don't, I'm hearing, Ace of Bottles coming out again. If you don't try to do this and try to do this integration, then what's going to happen possibly instead is these new abilities, this external spiritual stimuli could possibly add more confusion to your life and cause a lot more issues than need be. And this is going to become very burdensome for you. So this is Judgment Day, my love. This is Judgment Day for you. I'm sorry I have to be that voice. I am not going to be all comfy when you need to hear the truth. Okay, you need to step into your power, and your power comes in presence. And if you are not able to be present with yourself, you're going to keep coming up on conflict. You're going to keep not understanding how you're supposed to express. We have the 5 of sticks here, 5 of wands. There's a lot of defensiveness, of conflict right now, especially surrounding your personal power, I keep hearing, right? And then the World in reverse. If you don't end this cycle, it's going to be forced upon you, my love. It's Judgment Day. It's time to prioritize. It's time to be more effective in your own life, and it's time to really integrate your highest truth so that you can trust your intuition and recognize when you are in alignment and when you're out of alignment, so that you can better live this life, learn your lessons, follow your path, and really become your highest self, most embodied self. And I really need you to honor yourself. This vessel that you have is meant to be honored, not harmed. Really be careful, okay? Really, really, really learn how to trust your own inner judgment, not distract yourself from it. If you know it's right, you need to